Hi, I'm Tenji and I'm an executive coach. And today I'm sharing a video that is part of a 3-part series on how to get promoted. Today we're talking about confidence. How do you step up confidently to make your promotion happen? So, the series is inspired by clients that I serve in my private practice who come to me. Most of them begin the conversation saying, "Whew, I feel like a bit of an imposter. I know, what I can do. I've been in this role for years, but sometimes in certain settings with certain leaders, I clam up a little bit. I'm not sure if I can do it." When I have a client who literally said to me, the role of finance director came up, and everyone kept asking me, "I'm so surprised that you didn't apply. Why didn't you?" And I didn't have an answer for them. I just don't think I'm ready. And it breaks my heart because her performance review says everything but the fact that she's not ready. So confidence is such a big thing. I hear that, the imposter syndrome. And then when I dig a bit deeper, it becomes a bit clear that the what of the role, like what am I really hoping for, isn't very clear. So how do you confidently step up if it's not clear to you where you're trying to go? How do you tell your story behind a role that is vague and unclear, but all you know is that I just want more, right? I just want to be further ahead. I just want to be more senior. I want to be able to make more decisions. What, right? Where? At what level? With which organization? Doing what type of work? Because you may have been promoted as a leader to the role you're in now, but as your skills have evolved, maybe a different role it would be more exciting or better suited for you. What does that actually look like? And then why do you want to do it, right? Like a lot of us are on the path. We say, "Oh my goodness, I'm falling behind. I'm really worried. Like my peers are going this way. This person got promoted last year. This person is making more money than me." And we feel like we should be too. At this level of tenure, I've worked for, let's say 10 years. I've worked for 12 years. I should be at X level by now, and I'm not. Something is wrong. So we're chasing the level, we're chasing the progression without having a clear why. What does it mean to us? What will it do for us if we're operating at that level? What value or impact will it bring to ourselves, to the organization, to society, to the industry that we're in? Why does it matter? And this does not have to be a sexy answer, right? But why does it matter? And so when these 3 pieces, the confidence in ourselves, the clear role, and the resonant why aren't in place, we flounder, right? And all we want is clarity, confidence, and something that feels like a journey that's going to get us there, right? But to have a journey that's going to get us there, we need to have ourselves to take us through. So there's 3 things that I'll usually work on with a client who comes to me with this challenge. The first thing is know why. Knowing why is grounded in understanding your sources of meaning. And your sources of meaning are what drives you, what makes you care, what makes you unique, your skills, your talents, your abilities, those differentiating factors that will make you stand out and that make life meaningful and fulfilling for you and not for the other person. Second aspect of that is being able to translate it into a compelling vision, which becomes important later down the road when people are asking you, why do you want the role? Then you actually have a compelling reason that you believe and that they can buy into. And the third piece is conviction, right? Conviction and the willingness to walk away. When you're so clear on what you want and why you want it, you know what is the wrong thing for you. And so you're not even positioning yourself or raising your hand for the things that aren't right for you. Because quite often, and I don't know if you've seen this to be true, but I've seen it to be true for myself, I haven't gotten the opportunities that I haven't wanted in my heart because I haven't even been able to step up properly for them and represent myself well in those moments when I need to get the role, right? My language isn't right, my heart, because I know that my power lives in my heart and the extent to which I'm able to express my heart in the world, my heart is not there. And without my heart, my superpower is gone. So really the conviction to say, this is for me, and actually this I need to walk away from, is powerful because you then abundantly call towards yourself the opportunities that are made for you. So that's number one, right? Know why. Number two is have a target. Just know what you want. Doesn't have to be specific. It can be a role archetype, like the type of work that you want to do, the type of team or a specific team in an organization that you want to be a part of. It can be someone you really want to work with and you want to be part of their team. So this isn't always about having a job description that you can hold up in your hand, but you have a clear framing of what you're aiming towards so that you can direct your action behind it. And then it's having a timeline from where I am to where that kind of opportunity is. How long would it take, right? And this is usually grounded in what do I need to do to fill the gap so that I can meet that role. And the last piece that helps there is having a clear role model, right? Especially because this piece is about confidence, right? It helps so much to have someone relatable that we can look at and say, I would love to be like them, right? And what do they do to get there? One of my role models as an executive coach is Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins has captured my heart because I love the work that he does. I love his business model. I love that he leads with the heart. I love that he doesn't focus on making money. He focuses on delivering results first. And so many of the principles I've learned from him, I've integrated into my coaching practice. And I look at some of the things he does and I'm like, okay, how can I start doing this more? And so I love having him as a role model for me because it helps to really anchor my goal in reality. And it gives me specific, I can say drivers, right? That are, if I say drivers, maybe that's the wrong word. It's more of specific things. I don't have a sexy word for it. Specific things that I can visualize and start angling myself towards, because I know the basket of these things will give me the type of coaching impact that someone like Tony Robbins has. So who is your role model? And how can you look at their journey, how they got to where they are, the choices they had to make, the adversity they had to overcome, the setbacks maybe they faced, right? And who helped them along the way so that you have inspiration that shows you this is possible. And my dream is not a pipe dream. It's something feasible for me. And it might take 2 years, 5 years, 7 years. Whatever it is, you now have a pathway. And so first thing is knowing why. Second piece is having a target. And the last piece is owning your readiness. This piece I love it so much because this is what made me a coach. I am actually in love with all of my clients because I'm in love with their heart, with their potential, and with who the universe created them to be in this world. Owning your readiness is having a clear view of what is required at the level that I would like to play at, where am I, and what is the gap. And the where am I can be, okay, I'm halfway there. Or sometimes the where am I is, shoot, I didn't realize that I'm like 80% of the way there. And if I'm 80% of the way there, oh my God, 2 or 3 little things, and I can raise my hand for this. And it gives you a realistic view of yourself so that imposter syndrome, it's so powerful, guys. It starts dismantling the fears you have about yourself. Because a belief is something that operates in the background, attacking your reality. And if it's an unsupportive belief, it's attacking your reality. If it's a supportive belief, it's augmenting and expanding your reality. So what we try and do, and this bleeds into the second thing, is once we have a plan for how we bridge the gap between our level of readiness, let's say it's 80%, and the gap, we then work on our story and our narrative about what we believe to be true about ourselves so that we can support the level of readiness that the facts show us are present. And with these 3 things in place, right, with a clear target role that is aligned with our why, that has a clear understanding of our readiness underpinning it, we will step up confidently towards the role that we know we're ready for, that we believe that we can get, and that we're so excited to use to expand our world, to help others and to help ourselves. So, guys, it's a framework. It's very simple. It has 3 principles. If this is something that you would like to have on a cute, neat little one-pager, right, that has the key principles and how you can start, driving them for you in your career, drop a comment below, say, send me the worksheet, and I'll send it to you. It's just a little framework with some reflection questions for you, and you can stick it up and have it center of mind so you don't have to keep watching this video to remember what I said. Second piece is, I am creating a program to help other leaders like you, if this is something you want to do, to be part of a community of other growing and aspiring leaders to get themselves to the next level of their careers. It's a group program. You'll have amazing peer support. You'll have a structured way of going through these key principles and taking action as you go, with input from me to help you course correct along the way so that you can get to this great role in a defined timeline and know you're ready for it with the confidence to step up. That's my program. If it sounds interesting to you, drop a note below. Let's chat. All right. Ciao.